Hi guys, tonight I'm going to show you a few estate pipes I got off eBay. I got them more as an experiment. I don't have any tools. I wanted to see what sort of a job I could make out of them without having the right tools to do the job, and to see if I could get them back into a smokeable state. I didn't take pictures. I got 6 pipes in total. 5 of them were in a group, and I bought the 5 of them for $17, and I got another one, a further one, a 6th one off eBay, which was about $6. I didn't take before photos of the group of 5, so I've recovered the photo off eBay and I'll put it up now. On these pipes from the front, working backwards, the front one is a Duncan Hill Aerosphere. The next one up was an E1 Reese Canadian. We then had a Bebington, which is a tobacconist in Florida, Bebington pot shaped. Next to that is a Masterson Freehand, which is from Israel. It's an Israeli briar. And finally, in that group of photos, we have a yellow bowl. So, as I said, I didn't have any tools to try and refurbish these pipes. So, just to let you know what I did, I started off just with a pipe tool, with the reaming blade and the pipe tool. Started to scrape out some of the excess carbon in the bowl. I'm sure you've seen from those photographs they were in a pretty nasty state. So I started to carve out some of the excess carbon out of the bowls and from around the rims of the pipe. The stems, some of the stems were very nasty with oxidation. The freehand one, the stem on it was completely brown. The Canadian was just nasty. And the rest of them weren't too bad, but I did a bleach treatment on all the stems to take the oxidation off them. Once I had the pipes sort of fairly well reamed out and the rims cleaned as much with spit and cloth as I could, I then did a salt and alcohol treatment on the bowls. I'm not going to go through that too much. We've all heard in the past how people do that. What I wanted to do was show you how I finished off the pipes and what they look like now. I'll show you them first in a second. The first one I have here is the Duncan Aerosphere. You can see there it's fairly cleaned up. I'll get you a good shot of the rim. The rim on it has come up very well. There's a little scorch mark on the far side. This pipe, Duncan Hill Aerospheres, come up with a patented system. You can see there's a nice blue lucite ferrule in this pipe, and on the Duncan Hill Aerospheres they have this little hole in the brass ring, and the idea is as you draw through the pipe it mixes air with the smoke as it goes down the stem and cools the smoke as it goes through. I like the style of this pipe. I like the carving rustication. I like the blue lucite ferrule on the pipe, and I like the colour, the sort of peachy colour lucite stem, and it has come up a fairly good pipe. I'm quite happy with that one. The next one I'll show you was the yellow bowl. The yellow bowl, again, I've got the rim fairly well cleared up, but it's a varnished finished bowl. It's rough patches around the varnish. It's really worthless, I suppose, to anyone else, but not worthless to me because I'm just moving into starting to smoke flakes, and I think it'll make a nice little flake pipe. Hopefully you can see on the stem there how well the stem has cleaned up. Again, I'll stress there was no tools used in this, no buffing machines, no carnauba wax in doing any of these pipes. It was just an experiment to see how well I could get them cleaned and if I could get them back into a smokeable state. One of the things about this pipe, I've never had a yellow bowl before, so I don't know whether it's common, but about this point in the stem it splits into two airways, and on the mouthpiece, as you can see there's two holes where the smoke comes out, so it actually makes it quite difficult to clean the stem of this pipe. And also if you're getting a gurgle in the smoke, to put pipe cleaners down in, because these holes are very fine. You have to use extra fine pipe cleaners to get them down each of the holes. The next one I'll show you is the Bebington bowl. This pipe, the top of this pipe was an absolute mess. I'll just put the photo up again there for a second and let you see. It's the third one, the middle one in the group. You can see the crusting around the top of the bowl. When I started to clean this, I wasn't even aware that there was an inside beveled rim on this bowl. I think you can see that I've got it very well cleaned up. Sorry, I can get the light over this way a bit more. Got the rim very well cleaned up and shining. Again, the actual bowl on this pipe was very dull, and I've got quite a good gloss on the bowl now. The last thing about this pipe, I like the gold lucite stem on it, but it's not the original stem. There's a little edge just where the shank meets the stem. It was a little loose as well. I've managed to tighten up the spigot as it goes into the stem of the pipe. Managed to tighten that up. They originally came with a black vulcanite straight stem, fairly short, but you know, I do like the gold lucite on that as well. I think it sets it off a little bit, and I think I may just keep that stem on the pipe and give it a few smokes. I haven't smoked any of these pipes yet at all to see how they go, but I have been testing, you know, the draft that's available, you know, the draft that you get as you suck on the pipe, and they're all fairly clear. The fourth one is the freehand. The first thing about the freehand pipe when I got it was the stem was completely brown with oxidation. I did the bleach treatment which took the oxidation off, and then I'm going to show you afterwards what I used to get the shine back on the stems, as I say, without using any tools or any waxes. The bowl itself has come up a lot cleaner. Again, you might have noticed in the original photos how crusty the rim of this bowl was. It took a lot of patience sort of picking out the carbon from between the plateaus, but one of the other things I did was that there was a patina, or patina, I don't know how people pronounce that differently, all around the top of the rim, and I did sand the rim down a bit so that the natural colour of the briar showed through the patina. And again, I've managed to get a nice shine on the rim of the pipe.